Hey guys, it just came out, the Thunder Cricket. It's something I was super excited about that we started working on probably a year ago, and this is kind of the reminiscence of working on it. A lot of these was handmade, prototypes like this one. I think it was just painted with a white Sharpie, and as you can see, I've been taking blades off, putting blades on, different blade size, just got a lot of different options, wire thickness, just a lot went into making this what it is now. This is actually the one that I caught the 9-pounder on at Conroe. As you can see, I've already removed the blade, but some of them didn't even have eyes put in them that I was throwing, and it's just a lot of work in it to make it the best bladed jig there is. And what separates it, what makes it what makes it different, and they're not going to bite this one any better than they are any other one, but the ones that do bite it, you're going to get them, and you're either going to get them in the live wire or you're going to get them on score tracker. Why? Well, the number one thing is, on a bladed jig, you want to be able, let me just pick one out. This is a skirt, I put the skirt on, but you want to be able to get the blade away from the point of the hook. See that? So there's a lot of distance there. So if a fish eats this bait and the blade pops open, you don't want the blade affecting your hookup. So number one, we wanted a hook that got away from the blade. That's the most important thing by far. And we did that. This is an owner hook, super sharp, and it's strong too, so it's not going to bend out. You can actually fish this on braid if you need to. A lot of people throw their bladed jigs on braid. I don't personally. I always throw it on fluorocarbon, but the hook's strong enough that you can do that, but you can also fish it on fluorocarbon. It's got a good keeper system. This is something the guys at Strike King did. When I first got the actual, I guess you want to say, production model, or kind of the final prototype, we have a wire keeper, but this little deal here is kind of a saltwater deal that they use on some saltwater jig heads, and it's just basically some ribs kind of down on the collar, and it holds the trailer on there tremendous. It was something I was really impressed with. Another thing, the blade is on a pivot point. Now, initially I thought, it's no big deal. It's not going to do a lot. The bait runs tremendous. But what that actually does, and this was not it, I ain't going to say we was smart and figured this out. It's just kind of an unintended consequence, but it's a good consequence, a great consequence. So when you set the hook with that eyelet pivoting, actually the blade gets even further away from the hook, so it's only going to increase your hookup even more. So that was something I kind of noticed after the process was all said and done. It's just another way to get the blade out of the way, so you got nothing but the hook to be able to get them fish and get them in the boat, and get them to whatever, weigh in, score tracker, whatever you need. A couple different trailers. I basically used 3 trailers, and as you can see, I have them in my pile of Thunder prototypes. So this is the first one. This is a Strike King swimming shiner. This is what I caught the 9-pounder on. It's a little short profile. Even though I wasn't skipping it there, I like this when I'm skipping and I want that minnow style trailer. So I'll shorten it up a little bit. It makes a really good compact bait that I can skip around docks, skip under trees, and the swimming shiner has great action. Another thing that I really like, and it's what I'm using this week, is the Strike King blade minnow. The blade minnow is just a minnow style trailer, and as you'll see in a minute, in the water it just has a tremendous action to it. It doesn't skip great. You can get the job done with it. So I use this a lot in open water situations where I don't really have to skip grass. It's great in grass, or just open water situation, flats and stuff like that. The last trailer that I use a lot is the Strike King Rage Bug, or Structure Bug. And what I use this is when I'm fishing around cover. So what that does is, when I'm coming over a piece of cover, it's got a wide body. So it's gonna have the same tremendous action, same kicking, but it's got a wide body. So when I'm coming over cover, This is actually going to keep the bait from rolling as bad. So I can actually fish it through a tree and without getting hung up too bad, just because the wideness of the structure bug or the raised bug kind of protects the hook and keeps it from rolling over, keeps it from hanging up. So I use the raised bug anytime I'm fishing around cover. This is the blade minnows more for my open water situations like that. The blade minnow, see Octafo did that at the Classic. He said, put your little chartreuse on there, but obviously it worked for him. And then this, the swimming shiner is what I use when I want to skip, you know, skip a kind of a minnow or shad type profile. So that's just a little bit of the rundown on how I set up my Thunder crickets. Again, a lot went into this. The number one factor, I'm not gonna tell you you're gonna get any more bites on the Thunder cricket, because you're not. They're not gonna bite this one versus biting any other bladed jig. But what is gonna happen, without a shadow of doubt, is you're gonna hook them better because of the eyelet, again, and the hook being separated away from the blade. So when you jerk, the blade gets out of the way. You got nothing but that big, beautiful, beefy hook to stick in his upper lip and get him in the boat. Again, just some tips. This is this is another prototype. As you can see, it looks like it's been painted with I don't know what Charles actually painted that with. It looks like he painted it with a white marker or something, but a lot went into it. You know, get you some. They're gonna land you more fish. I'm not gonna tell you they're gonna get you more bite, but they're for sure gonna land you more fish on a bladed jig than you've ever landed before.
I was close. 9 pounds with 1 second to go.